very much right now is to try to force our influence on the commissioners and the county judge.
Absolutely. Two things need to happen here first and foremost. You need to be talking to your neighbors, first and foremost. You need to find out what kind of consensus you have in the area. As I mentioned earlier, we had 70,000 acres of landowners against. They only had about 3,500 acres for their supposed going to come in wind turbine. I want to respond to something too. You said earlier that this is going to happen. Just get used to it. I've heard that from many a spokesman from the wind company, and that's not the case. We've gone out to Event County where they've asked us to come there and help them organize, and that community organized, and they ended up having some state representatives with land out there too, and former representatives, not currently in legislation, and they literally just bonded together and said, look, we do not want this to happen. We want to save our land and its valuations. We see it as a negative to the community. We don't think it's going to help the school district like they say. As they start to discern the information, they made up their minds, and they went to the commissioner's court, and this thing stopped. Now, that's not going to mean that EDF from France is going to come in and try again. I've dealt with 5 separate wind companies in Brown County since 2012. We've got another one that we're dealing with that we stopped the wind component from Charmac, who also told an entire audience at a community center, this is happening. We've already got 15,000 acres. It's viable. We're doing it. And they didn't even have the transmission component egress. And then it turns out they didn't actually have the land they said. And they looked really stupid when we showed them what they were up against.